Willow Creek was the kind of town people forgot existed. One main road, one old cinema, one public school, and a long network of storm drains running beneath the streets like veins. People said Willow Creek was safe. They were wrong. On a cloudy afternoon in October, Ethan Miller pedaled his bike down Willow Street, newspapers rattling in his backpack. He was 12, thin, with knees always scraped from falling. His parents said he worried too much. That day, the town felt quiet. Too quiet. No dogs barking, no cars passing, even the wind seemed to hold its breath. Ethan stopped near the storm drain at the corner of Willow and Pine. Something glittered inside. A red paper boat floated slowly in the darkness below the metal bars. Ethan frowned. He didn't remember seeing it before. "Hello," he called softly. His voice echoed strangely, as if the street itself answered back. Then, a voice came from the drain. Soft. Friendly. "Wrong. Did you lose something, Ethan?" Ethan's blood turned cold. "How do you know my name?" he whispered. From the darkness, two pale eyes opened. "Not blinking. Not human. I know all the children in Willow Creek," the voice said warmly. "Especially the ones who are afraid." Ethan took a step back. The air smelled like rust, and something sweet. "I'm not afraid," he lied. The eyes smiled. "Oh," the voice chuckled. "Everyone is afraid of something." A hand slowly emerged from the drain. Long fingers. Skin too smooth. Bending the wrong way. "Come closer," the voice whispered. "I have something to show you." Ethan's bike fell over. The streetlights flickered on, even though it was still daylight. From inside the drain, something laughed. High. Soft. Hungry. That evening, Ethan Miller didn't come home. The police found his bike, his backpack, and floating in the storm drain, a red paper boat. Far beneath Willow Creek, something smiled. It was awake again. The search for Ethan Miller lasted 3 days. Police officers checked the woods, the river, abandoned houses, everywhere except the storm drains. Adults said it was impossible for a child to disappear into the ground. The children knew better. At Willow Creek Middle School, rumors spread faster than the bell. They say he fell into the sewer. No, something pulled him. My cousin heard laughing under the street. Most kids tried to forget. 4 didn't. Liam Parker sat in the back of Class 7C, staring at the empty desk beside him. Ethan's desk. The teacher kept talking, pretending nothing had changed. But Liam could hear something under the sound of chalk scratching the board. A faint noise. A giggle. It came from below the floor. Liam's hands shook. Across the room, Maya Rodriguez felt it too. She hated basements. Hated dark hallways. Hated mirrors when they reflected something that wasn't there. When she opened her notebook, the page was already filled. Not with her handwriting. With a message carved deep into the paper. "I miss you." She slammed the notebook shut. The giggling stopped. After school, Noah Green walked home alone. His older brother used to scare him by locking him in closets. Ever since, darkness felt alive. As Noah passed the old cinema, the lights inside suddenly turned on. On the screen played a home video. Him, crying in the dark. Noah ran. Behind him, something clapped slowly. That night, Chloe Bennett woke up screaming. She dreamed of balloons floating through her bedroom walls. Red. Dozens of them. One balloon lowered itself until it hovered above her bed. A whisper slid into her ear. "We're all friends now." The next morning, the 4 children met by accident. Or so it seemed. Liam, Maya, Noah, Chloe. All pale. All exhausted. All hearing the same thing. Laughter. Coming from beneath Willow Creek. In deep underground, something listened. It had found new names. The map wasn't supposed to exist. Liam found it in the school library, hidden inside a book no one ever checked out. The pages smelled damp, like they'd been underground for years. When he unfolded the brittle paper, his hands started sweating. It was a map of Willow Creek. But wrong. Streets twisted where they shouldn't. Buildings overlapped. And beneath everything, drawn in dark red ink, was another map. Tunnels. Drains. Passages. All leading to one point. A circle marked with a single word. Here. They met that evening at the old playground. The swings creaked even though there was no wind. Maya hugged her jacket tight. I hear it more at night, she said. Like it knows when I'm alone. Noah nodded. It shows me things. Stuff I don't want to remember. Chloe stared at the slide, where a red balloon was tied to the ladder. It says it can make the fear stop. Liam unfolded the map. All the tunnels lead under the old cinema, he said. Whatever took Ethan, it lives there. The balloon popped. None of them screamed. Dash dash dash. They entered through a storm drain behind the cinema, prying the rusted bars just wide enough to slip inside. The darkness swallowed them instantly. The smell hit first. Rot, rust, something sweet underneath. Their flashlights flickered as they walked deeper. The walls were carved with marks, tall lines, short lines, like someone counting. Maya counted under her breath. Too many, she whispered. The tunnel opened into a wide chamber. And there, painted across the stone walls, were children's faces. Hundreds of them, smiling, crying, screaming. Some of the faces were old. Others looked fresh. Noah dropped his flashlight. From the shadows, a voice echoed warmly. You came back. A shape stepped forward. Tall, thin. Its outline never stayed the same. Sometimes it looked like a man. Sometimes a clown. Sometimes like their parents. Its eyes stayed the same. Endless. Bright. Hungry. I told you, it said softly. We're all friends here. The lights went out. And the laughter began. Darkness wrapped around them like wet cloth. Liam couldn't tell if his eyes were open or closed. The laughter echoed everywhere, inside the walls, inside his head. It wasn't loud. That was the worst part. It was calm, patient. Then the laughter stopped. A single light flickered on. Liam was alone. Dash dash dash. He stood in his childhood bedroom. Everything was exactly the same. The posters, the shelves, even the crack in the wall near the door. His heart pounded. This isn't real, he whispered. Behind him, the closet door creaked open. Inside sat his father. Drunk. Angry. Holding a belt. You should have listened, his father said. Liam backed away, shaking. You're not real. The thing wearing his father's face smiled. Fear makes things real, it replied. The room melted away. Dash dash dash. Maya screamed. She was in her bathroom, staring at the mirror. Her reflection lagged half a second behind her movements. Stop, she begged. The reflection grinned wider than her face could. I see what you hide, it whispered. The dark thoughts. The shame. Hands pressed from the other side of the glass, stretching it outward. The mirror cracked. Dash dash dash. Noah found himself in total darkness. A closet. Small. Tight. His breathing grew fast. The door slammed shut. From outside, his brother's voice laughed. You're too weak, it said. Fingers crawled along the walls toward him. Cold. Wrong. Dash dash dash. Chloe stood in a birthday party. Her birthday. Everyone was there, but none of them had faces. Red balloons floated above, strings wrapped tightly around their necks. A voice leaned close to her ear. I can make them love you, it whispered. All you have to do is stay. The balloons tightened. Dash dash dash. All at once, the visions shattered. The four children collapsed back into the underground chamber, gasping for air. The creature stood before them, shifting shapes, clown, teacher, parent, shadow. You see, it said gently. I know you. Liam clenched his fists. You feed on fear. The thing tilted its head. Yes, it said. And you taste delicious. The tunnels began to shake. Water rushed in. The creature laughed. Run, it whispered. I like it when you run. They ran. Water poured through the tunnels, rising fast, swirling around their ankles. Flashlights flickered wildly, casting monstrous shadows that chased them along the walls. Split up. Maya shouted as the tunnel forked. The moment they separated, the laughter changed. It followed each of them differently. Dash dash dash. Liam slipped and slammed into the wall. The tunnel narrowed, squeezing him forward until he reached a small chamber. Words were carved into the stone, deep, desperate scratches. It feeds on fear. It sleeps between cycles. It can be hurt. Liam's chest tightened. Hurt. That meant it wasn't unstoppable. A red balloon drifted down from the ceiling. You're learning, the voice said. But knowledge doesn't save you. The balloon burst into blood. Dash dash dash. Maya emerged into an old maintenance room filled with rusted lockers. Each locker door banged open one by one. Inside each was a memory. Her worst moments. Her regrets. She fell to her knees, sobbing. Then she stood up. No, she said. You don't own me. The lockers slammed shut. For the first time, the laughter faltered. Dash dash dash. Noah crawled through a collapsed tunnel and found something unexpected. Bones. Small ones. Children's. But mixed among them were scratches on the wall shaped like symbols. Symbols drawn in chalk and ash. Warnings. Spells. Someone fought back, Noah whispered. The shadows recoiled slightly, as if listening. Dash dash dash. Chloe reached a round chamber lit by dozens of floating balloons. In the center stood the creature, now wearing Ethan Miller's face. You can bring them all back, it said softly. Just stay with me. Chloe trembled. Tears streamed down her face. Then she shook her head. You lie. The face cracked. A scream echoed, angry this time. The balloons popped violently, plunging the chamber into darkness. Dash dash dash. The four reunited at the edge of the flooded tunnels. Out of breath, bleeding, changed. It's afraid of us too, Maya said. Liam nodded. Because we're not afraid anymore. Deep underground, something roared. And the cycle began to break. The water stopped rising. That alone felt wrong. The tunnels fell silent. No laughter, no whispers, no dripping echoes. Just the sound of their own breathing and hearts pounding like they didn't belong in their chests. It's hiding, Noah said quietly. Liam looked at the map again. One mark pulsed faintly, almost like a heartbeat. Not hiding, he said. Sleeping. Dash dash dash. They followed the oldest tunnel, the one choked with rust and roots. The air grew warmer the deeper they went, heavy and thick, like breathing inside a lung. Maya's flashlight revealed something carved into the wall. It wakes when we forget. She swallowed. That's why adults don't see it. They reached a massive chamber. The ceiling vanished into darkness. The floor was covered in toys, broken bikes, shoes, backpacks, school books, and red paper boats, stacked like offerings. In the center lay the creature. Curled in on itself. Smaller now. Shriveled. Its skin cracked like dry earth, and from the cracks leaked a faint red glow. Its many faces slept at once, flickering gently, child, clown, shadow, teacher. It's weak, Chloe whispered. The thing breathed. Each breath made the walls tremble. Dash dash dash. Noah noticed something etched into the ground around it. A circle. The same symbols he'd seen near the bones. This is where they trapped it before, he said. But they didn't finish the job. Liam clenched his jaw. Then we do. The creature stirred. One eye opened. It smiled without waking fully. You came back, it murmured. I was dreaming of you. The toys began to shake. Fear crept back in, slow, poisonous. Maya stepped forward. Don't listen. The eye narrowed. You think bravery saves you. It whispered. I've eaten brave children. Chloe's voice trembled, but didn't break. Maybe. But not together. The circle began to glow. The creature hissed. For the first time, it tried to pull away. Dash dash dash. The ground cracked. Something old and furious was waking up. And this time, it wasn't hungry. It was angry. The chamber shook violently. Dust poured from the ceiling as the glowing circle burned brighter, the symbols pulsing like a living heart. The creature screeched, no longer playful, no longer calm. Its body stretched, tearing itself free from sleep. Faces peeled across its surface, children screaming, adults begging, clowns laughing, shadows twisting. Its form grew taller, wider, filling the chamber with impossible mass. You were supposed to forget, it roared. They always forget. Liam planted his feet. His fear tried to rise, but he pushed it down. Not this time. Dash dash dash. The creature struck. A limb lashed out, slamming Noah against the wall. He cried out, dropping to his knees. The laughter returned, sharp and furious. Maya ran to him, grabbing his hand. Stay with us, she whispered. The creature recoiled. Its skin smoked where their hands touched. It hurts it, Chloe shouted. Connection. That's what it hates. The monster screamed again, backing away from the circle. Dash dash dash. The chamber filled with visions. Each child saw the town as it once was, older, darker. They saw other children long ago, standing in the same place, trying to finish the ritual. They failed. Because one ran. Because one forgot. Because one was alone. Liam understood. It feeds on isolation, he said. Honest thinking no one else understands. The creature lunged for him, mouth opening wider than possible. Maya stepped in front of him. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Her voice echoed. The creature froze. Fear drained from its face, replaced by rage. Dash dash dash. The symbols flared white hot. The circle tightened, pulling inward like a trap. The creature screamed, this time not in hunger, but in pain. You'll miss me, it shrieked. I come back when you grow up. Chloe shouted over the chaos, then we won't forget. They held hands. The light exploded outward. The creature collapsed inward, folding in on itself, shrinking, screaming, dragged down into the glowing pit. Then, silence. The light vanished. The chamber was empty. The toys lay still. The tunnels stopped breathing. Dash dash dash. But far above them, in Willow Creek, a storm drain rattled. They didn't cheer. They didn't smile. They just stood there, hands still linked, afraid that if they let go, everything would rush back. The chamber felt hollow. Like something important had been torn out. It's gone, Noah said quietly. Maya shook her head. Not gone. Just pushed away. They all felt it, the absence. Like the silence after a scream, when your ears are still ringing. Dash dash dash. The tunnels looked different on the way back. Cleaner. Older. The walls no longer bled rust. The air no longer smelled sweet. But scratch marks remained, proof that fear had lived here for a long time. When they climbed out behind the old cinema, dawn was breaking. The town looked normal. Too normal. Dash dash dash. At school that morning, something was wrong. No one remembered Ethan Miller. His desk was gone. His name wasn't on the attendance list. Even his locker had been replaced. Liam raised his hand. What about Ethan? The teacher frowned. There's never been an Ethan in this class. The children exchanged glances. They remembered. And that terrified them more than the monster ever had. Dash dash dash. That afternoon, Chloe found a red paper boat on her doorstep. Dry. Perfect. New. Inside was a note, written in shaky handwriting. You can't save everyone. She burned it. But the ashes wouldn't scatter. They formed a circle. Dash dash dash. That night, Liam dreamed of the chamber. Empty. Except for one thing. A crack in the floor. Glowing faintly red. A whisper slipped through it, tired but amused. Soon. Dash dash dash. The next day, the town council announced repairs to the storm drains. Sealing them. Closing them forever. The adults smiled, relieved. The children didn't. Because they knew. You don't seal fear. You only bury it. The rain started 3 days later. Not heavy. Not loud. Just enough to fill the gutters. Liam stood by his bedroom window, watching water slide toward the storm drain across the street. The metal grate had been welded shut by the city workers, thick and solid. Still, he felt watched. At 3:17 p.m., every light in the house flickered. Liam's phone buzzed. A message. Unknown number. Do you remember me? His hands went cold. Dash dash dash. Across town, Maya heard it first. A balloon rubbing softly against her window. She didn't open the curtain. She didn't need to. She already knew what color it was. Dash dash dash. Noah was walking home when he saw chalk drawings on the sidewalk. Circles. Symbols. Warnings. Drawn by children who hadn't been born yet. He knelt, touching one symbol. It was warm. Dash dash dash. Chloe dreamed again. She stood in the old chamber, the crack in the floor wider now, glowing brighter. From inside it came a voice, not playful anymore, not mocking. Hungry. You promised, it whispered. You promised not to forget. She woke up screaming. Dash dash dash. The four met that evening without calling each other. At the playground, the swings moved slowly. The air smelled sweet again. It's coming back, Maya said. Liam nodded. Because we're changing. Growing up, Noah added. Chloe looked at her hands. And fear grows back when we do. A storm drain rattled nearby. Something inside laughed, weak, but certain. You stopped me once, the voice whispered from below. But you can't stop time. The red glow flickered beneath the street. The cycle was restarting. Dash dash dash. Liam clenched his fists. Then we make a new promise. The others nodded. Not to be fearless, but to remember. Always. Years passed. Willow Creek grew. New houses. New children. New drains beneath the streets. The old cinema was torn down. The playground replaced. The school repainted bright and clean. But at 3:17 p.m., the town still went quiet. No one noticed. Except for adults who never truly left that summer behind. Dash dash dash. Liam Miller worked in town maintenance. He knew every tunnel, every sealed grate. He inspected them obsessively. Maya Rodriguez became a therapist. She specialized in childhood trauma, especially fears no one else believed. Noah Green left Willow Creek, but he drew maps wherever he went. Maps of places that shouldn't exist. Chloe Bennett stayed closest. She became a teacher. She learned every child's name. She never missed attendance. On a rainy afternoon, Chloe noticed a boy staring at the floor during class. "Are you all right?" she asked gently. He looked up, pale. "There's someone under the school," he whispered. "He says he knows my name." The bell rang. 3:17 p.m. Chloe's blood ran cold. Across town, Liam felt the vibration through the ground. Maya's phone buzzed with missed calls. Noah woke from a nightmare, heart racing. They remembered. That night, they stood together again at the edge of a storm drain. Older. Tired. Not children anymore. The laughter rose up to greet them. Weaker. Familiar. "Hello, my friends," the voice said softly. "I missed you." Liam looked into the darkness. "So did we," he said. They stepped forward. Not afraid. Because fear feeds it. And they had learned to starve it. The rain washed the street clean. The drain went silent, for now.